Okay guys, got a pretty big vinyl update here today. Not going to mess around. The reason it's so big is because I've been putting it off for so long, but I'm going to go ahead and get it done so I can put all these records on the shelf. Anyways, let's get started. Got my first flexi disc here. This is just a little thing I got for $1. Count Morbida's Chamber of Horrors. It's like a little story thing for children. I only got it because I didn't have a flexi disc and I wanted one. So there's that. Got 2 CDs here as well that I'll show real quick. Lewis Logic, Look on the Blight Side, and Sadistic Flowers for My Father. These are CDs that a friend in a Facebook group for the Sharing Needles with Friends group. I've talked about them a little bit on the channel. That's my cousin's podcast. They've got a Facebook group. Go join that if you're into vinyl and music and stuff. It's really awesome. One of my friends from there sent me those in the mail. So, anyways, let's get into the big kahuna, the records. Got a big stack here, so I'm just going to get started. Living Strings play Is Anybody Going to San Antone and Other Songs made famous by Charley Pride. This is just an orchestra playing Charley Pride songs. I like Charley Pride, so I got this. Here's a really interesting one. Coven, Witchcraft Destroys Minds and Reaps Souls. Got this for $8. I'd say in the condition it's in, it's worth probably $70, $80. Can be up to about $150, but yeah, definitely a steal. Got this for $8. Next we got Tekken the Effects, Kabuki 12-inch single. Never heard of those guys before, so I got that. Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass, South of the Border. Yeah, just some instrumental stuff. I guess it's instrumental stuff, I don't really know. I just buy a lot of these based off the covers. This stuff I've never heard of at like thrift stores and things, which is what I did with this one. Camouflage. Voices and Images. Never heard of these guys, so I picked this up. It looked interesting. There's a picture of the band on the back. Here we go. Steve Martin, Let's Get Small. I'm guessing this is stand-up, but it could also be music, because he did do music. I guess I'll find out when I listen to the record. Ray Stevens' Greatest Hits. Everyone knows Ray Stevens. Funny man. Does some funny songs. Used to listen to him a lot when I was a kid, so I had to pick this up. A lot of these I got at thrift stores. Here's Loretta Lynn, just a compilation of Loretta Lynn stuff. I don't have a lot of the really popular country singers, but I do like a lot of the old country music. I don't like new country very much at all, if at all. I probably like the music from a few songs, but I won't get into that. That's a topic for another video. I really just don't like modern country at all. Next up, we got Luc Ponty, Imaginary Voyage. This guy, I read up, is a little bit of a jazzy guy. Don't know much about him. Picked it up because it looked interesting. I have enough jazz in my collection, so this should be good additions. Then we got Maynard Ferguson, Carnival. Another jazz musician. I got 2 of his records, actually. I'll go ahead and get the other one here. Primal Scream. Haven't listened to any of these yet, but they looked really... I love the cover for this one. It looks awesome. You got like the gorilla hand coming through the radio there. That looks pretty awesome. Yeah, I like it. Then we got Chuck Mangum. I don't know, Funny Games. Looked interesting, picked it up. It's a lot of this stuff. I got it like a Carms, their store in Goodwill and stuff like that. Just picked them up because they looked interesting. Paul Carrick, the Carrick Collection. Kenny G, self-titled. Jean Rocca, Extra. Never heard of him. This one's got an interesting story to it, one which I may tell at a later date, but I'm not going to tell right here because it will take a lot of time and it will get me worked up and I'll start ranting, and I don't want this video to be that long. But Diana Ross, last time I saw him, and I need to make a note to make a video about the time when I bought this record, because that is the worst record shopping experience I've ever had, and I will not be going back to the place where I got this, ever. Here we got some Dave Gardner stuff. These both, okay, so got Dave Gardner, Kick Thy Own Self. Whoever owned this before, they put 2 records in this, so there's another Dave Gardner album in here that is not Kick Thy Own Self, as well as Kick Thy Own Self is in here. And it was the same with this one, Did You Ever by Dave Gardner. There's another album in there of Dave Gardner's that isn't Did You Ever, as well as Did You Ever's in there as well. So I got 4 records for the price of 2, basically, because of whoever owned them before. And then the last one we got here is just like a little compilation of the Venture stuff. They did a lot of music from TV shows back in the 60s. We got Batman's theme, Zocco, Joker's Wild, The Cape, Get Smart theme, The Man from U.N.C.L.E., Hotline, Secret Agent Man, Green Hornet. Just a lot of cool stuff like that. Anyways, guys, that is the records. Thank you for watching. I can finally put these on the shelf, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys later. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.